Business Takeout presents
The Cocktale Hour with L.A. Wade.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl. This is L.A. Wade, aka Cocktails with L.A., and I'm here in the Cocktale Hour with all of you. Thanks to Business Takeout. They inspire Black wealth. They inspire Black entrepreneurship. And I like to talk to people with a sobering and intimate conversation about the things that they thirst for in life and in business. Now, today I am joined by an old friend, but like an award-winning Juno award-winning rapper. So I think, and then he has people that he's bringing with him. You know, we don't leave anybody behind. Nobody dope gets left behind. So welcome, Infinite. Welcome, Air Wrecka, to the show. Welcome to the Cocktail Hour.
What's up, man? Thank you for having us.
Yo, it's so great to have you. It's so great to have you. It's been so long since I really got to like build with you. Like, I think when I first met you, you were at my wedding, my first wedding.
Yeah,
That's
what it was. Yeah.
What we didn't even like. We knew each other, but you didn't get an invitation to my wedding. So how did you end up crashing my wedding?
Yeah, man, I knew your husband, so it's like I ended up there with my brother. We was at your wedding. And you guys were at my brother's wedding too. So it's like, you know, the same thing.
I think he was getting married at the same place.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. It's so random. That's so random. And now, Air Wrecka, how you doing, girl?
Good. How are you?
I'm so good. This guy can't stop raving about you.
Honestly, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to dive into you guys and your story. But first, I want to give a shout out to Business Takeout. And again, I want to just throw to our sponsor who makes all of my graphic designs, all my flyers, everything possible. Banky Designs. Can you run that commercial for me? Yo, she's dope. She makes websites. She does flyers. She does social media. Yeah, she's dope. So I definitely endorse her. This is about Black entrepreneurship and Black wealth and building it within the community. So I'm really grateful to have you here. Now, before I ask the question that I ask everybody before every show, I want to know from Erica, like when you get a cosign from one of Canada's top original MCs, how do you feel? And first of all, how did that even happen?
Honestly, I just feel like I finally, have a chance. Like I'm always working since I was like 5-6 years old. Always loved rap. It was always a dream. And then finally I got someone, like Infinite, to hear my talent. And I was like, wow, like thank God, and I was just so happy that I had that opportunity. And, I was introduced by my stepdad to Redora. She also manages me. And then from there, she introduced me to Infinite. And, just the three of us, we're a really good team. And I'm happy I met them. And I love working with them.
Shout out Redora.
Right? Yes, big up yourself. That's dope. So I'll say this then, because you talked about when you were 5 or 6.
Yeah.
You were fully writing rhymes or writing poetry, I think I heard. I always like to ask the question, where did you begin and how did you get here? So I would assume 5 or 6 is where you began. So tell me about a little bit about that journey towards where you are now.
So honestly, poetry was always like my favorite subject in school. And then my stepbrother showed me Nicki Minaj, right? I'd always hear him like downloading new songs. Then one day he played Nicki and I was like, what's that? And he was like, oh, like I think you'll like her or whatever. And he showed me her, whatever. And then I started loving Nicki Minaj. And then from watching all her videos, whatever, then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get these poems and get a beat and then make my own little rhymes, make my own little songs with that. And then in high school, over the years, I would just continue like rapping, but I was too scared to post anything because I was scared of like getting bullied or what people had to say and stuff. So I just waited till after. And then right after grade 12 is when like I got more confident. And I posted like a few like videos of myself rapping on Instagram, and then always showing like my stepdad, my family, having little concerts at my house with just like my family watching me. And then yeah, now we're where we are today. You know, I met Infinite, met Redora, got some videos, got more songs coming, and yeah, it's been a good journey.
Exactly, like maybe Infinite, maybe you can tell us about how you discovered her.
Well, a friend of mine, Redora, actually brought Erica to my attention because the talent was just from the beginning. Before I started developing Erica, the talent was already there. So it was easier for me to work with Erica and develop Erica into what she is now. And it's just ever since then, it never stopped. We're all a family, and I have so much confidence in Erica, man. That's why I put myself on the line, knowing that that's how confident I am, because what I'm hearing behind the scenes, I know the public never heard yet. So that's how confident I am, because she's all what it takes,
so,
man.
How do you know? Like, what is it?
It is the talent and just understanding what it takes to bring out that talent inside you. A lot of artists don't know how to do that, and early off the bat, Erica's doing it. So I feel like that's what it is. You know.
Okay, you guys, you watch this little clip here that I'm going to show of Erica in motion, and you tell me, does she have it? And I dare you not to boogie. I dare you not to boogie to this song. Can you run that, Banky?
Bitch, I'm bougie. Ain't no other bitch do it like me. I want a classy girl, but a freak in the sheets. I don't talk much, I let my moves speak. Love it when a bitch try me, cause I pull up the receipts. This one for the bougie girls only. Type of girl that ain't gon' fuck all of his homies. Type to block a man shot like a goalie. I told her I got bands, she said show me. Shout out to the bougie hoes, I'm talking.
Who didn't dance? Erica, don't you start boogieing to your own song every time?
I was a little bit.
Oh my God, that's dope. So
hear that in the voice.
Yeah, you can hear it in the voice. Who did she most remind you of? Or was she just really unique and thought Canada needed this from the jump? What were you thinking?
Well, number one, we need more female rappers. We have female rappers out here, but we need more talented. There's a few talented ones that I'll give it to. There's a few talented ones, but we need more. And Erica off the bat kind of reminds me of, she reminds me of herself, number one, but
yeah, right?
On that level of like Nicki or somebody that's doing it out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can see her trajectory. You can see where you can go with her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you're young, right, Erica?
Yeah, I'm 20.
Just turned 20.
Yeah.
Man, like how do you go back from when you're 5 or 6 and arrive at 20 with so much awareness? Like were you like literally studying the art form?
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, like that's all I would do. Like all my spare time was just music. Like that's it. Just rap. Any movies that had to do with rap. Again, like I would do my history on, like the people who first started to now. I was always a fan. Always a fan of the music.
That's dope. Yeah. Are there other MCs in your family?
You know what? I think I'm the only one. Yeah.
You're inspiring the next generation. That's dope. Okay, Infinite, I didn't ask you, how did you begin and how did you get here? And you don't have to start back as far as 5 or 6.
Well, my family background, my grandfather always collected records. I was always into records. And then my oldest brother Kane, which is also my manager partner, he was into hip hop when I was so young. So I was listening to stuff at a young age that probably guys my age wasn't supposed to be hearing. So I got the foundation, and I got the best of both worlds, where I got what was going on at that time for my age, knowing that, and then just building up. Kane used to rap. I started rapping too.
Hold on. Kane used to rap?
I thought Kane was the sickest rapper in Canada at one point.
What?
Yeah.
Now I gotta interview him. I gotta
Yo,
drop something.
yeah. Kane used to rap, freestyle, all that. So
That's crazy.
that's where it all came from, you know?
Yeah. So what about like when you talk about your career as an MC versus what you're doing now with this artist development, where do you feel most natural in your skin? And is this what you're gonna see more of you from, or is your music done?
Nah, music never done. Music's never done. Music live on forever, but it's just I'm tapping into other talents, other skills that I have that I want to be behind the scenes too. Pause. You know what I mean? I want to develop artists and get them to that level on a professional level. You know what I mean? Because I mean we've been there, so I know what it takes and what they're gonna accept to get to that level. And I feel like we have an icon in the making, which is Erica.
That's
So
dope.
yeah,
Do you
man,
think
haven't
that
seen it.
do you think that you've been you want to take on more artists as well, or as an artist from a business perspective, is
Mm.
it better to when you're going to manage somebody or develop an artist to work with one period of time versus a
Well,
many?
I mean, it's like you get one ship going and then you could get the other ship ready. I feel
Mm,
like over the years, I helped develop a few upcoming rappers. So I mean, I could still do that as a business. You know what I mean? Just
yeah,
artist development. But when it comes to my artist, I'm gonna put my all into that one. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Erica, what is the difference between, or who is the difference between Erica, the young woman that was brought up by her family, versus Air Wrecka, the girl who is tearing up the mic?
Honestly, I always stay true to myself. So, whether I'm on the mic or you're talking to me, I'm always me. But the difference is here is like when I was growing up, I didn't think like I know my mom's side more would, but I didn't know if my whole family would accept like a rap as like my career, right?
Hmm.
And then now it's like I'm growing up and I'm just slowly realizing that I gotta do what I love. And now I turned like my self that I've been my whole life into Air Wrecka now, you know?
That's,
And
I mean, you have to do it, right? If
yeah.
you want to pursue it. I noticed that like when you have a really popular TikTok and certain social media platforms, and you have like these two looks. You have this look where you're just like all glammed up, and then there's this other look that's like you are a straight sporty girl, tomboy look, and you break down both of them flawlessly.
Thank you. Thank you.
You rep both sides of yourself so well. How do you reconcile? And which voice do you like to rap with? Do you rap from both, or do you rap from just one?
You know what? Like, yeah, I do change my looks a lot, and it does depend on the look. It does. Like when I'm more like dressed more girly or more feminine, you get a song like Bougie out of it. And then, my hair's in braids, like my tone of voice does change. It's true.
It's
But
true.
I like both of my styles equally, and then just every once in a while I want to switch it up, keep it
I love it. I love it. Speaking of switching it up, I know that I want speaking of your TikToks as well. There's this TikTok of you, and it's like you're filming yourself while you're telling your mom you're bi, and it's like
Yeah.
it's so funny because she has practically no reaction at all, and you
I
seem
know.
shocked by that.
Yeah, I was really shocked because I always thought it was gonna be like scary or like awkward, like because my whole life she's known me for like dating guys or whatever. So then when I'm randomly just, telling her that, I didn't know what to expect. So, but yeah, she was really understanding and really cool about it. And like that honestly made my day. So I posted that just to show everybody, like, there's nothing to be scared of.
Yeah.
And, like at the end of the day, like your parents love you, right?
Yeah. Well, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's really powerful because there are some parents that there's a reason why those kids are really afraid.
Yeah.
And so knowing that there's places that they can go is really important to feel heard and to know that there's artists like you that I know if somebody even message you or something like that with problems that they're having and telling their parents or if kids that are struggling with it, I think you'd be a really great person to reach out to give them some advice, stuff like that. So that's really important. And I was proud of you. I was like, oh shoot, she came out like that. Oh,
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of your mom too, because she was just like, well, what do you want me to say? Like,
Yeah, I got really, like, I'm grateful that, my mom's like that, and a lot of people did actually message me from that video, and I was giving advice to, like, tons of people after that, and I even said, like, if you feel like one of your parents isn't as accepting, then just hold it back for a little bit until you're fully ready. But at the end of the day, just try and make them understand that, like, you are who you are, and you can't hide that.
yeah. And I think that kind of courage and bravery is what makes you such a dope MC, because you're not hiding from anything. Being an MC, you got to come out and be exactly who you are, and you can't like run from it. Are you ever shy about the things that you want to say?
Honestly, no. Like, when it comes to, like, when I'm rapping, no. Like, I'm basically telling people who I am in my music, or showing them my type of attitude through my songs.
So where does this attitude come from?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of my music that I write about is either just past events, or just things I see going on in the world, or like just how I'm feeling in that moment. Like Bougie, like I heard the beat and it put me in a good mood, and I was like, okay,
yeah, I put you in a good mood too.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, back to you, Infinite. I want to ask you. I want to give you some words, not for you to rhyme, but I want to give you some words for you to like explain what these things mean to you, or what memory you come up with after you hear your word. So the first word I'm going to give you is Beat Factory.
Beat Factory. Wow. Foundation. That's where, when I was recording Gotta Get Mine, one of the representatives for Beat Factory was upstairs in the studio, hearing us in the downstairs studio. He was putting together the BMG. He was putting together the compilation basically for Rap Essentials. And he walked downstairs and said to me, he said, yo, I'm about to wrap up this album. Do you want to be the lead single? So I think he already had plans, but when he heard Gotta Get Mine, he wanted to use it as a lead single. Shout out LA Love. It was actually LA Love that did that.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wow. You gave me goosebumps there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that story.
Yeah. So
That's
he brought
crazy.
it back to Ivan Berry. And then
right? Where is he now? I need to talk to Ivan Berry. Nobody knows who this guy is, right?
I think he's in the Caribbean on one of the boats or something, but he's just enjoying
life. Like the guy who discovered Bitcoin and then disappeared. He's Satoshi. That's his new nickname. He's a Satoshi.
That's probably what happened. For real.
Okay, another word is lockdown ent. Lockdown entertainment.
Yeah, Lockdown Entertainment. That's my brother and myself. Kane is the CEO. Shout out Kane, man. For planting the whole seed. But that's what it is. Lockdown Entertainment. Still live on. That's our company. You know what I mean?
So how was it during those times? Because this show is about entrepreneurs, and how you guys some people say you don't work with family, you don't work with friends, but you're saying Kane's your brother, and I don't know if you mean by another mother, or like, you know what I mean? Like,
he's my blood brother.
Yeah, like he's your real family. So why would you go into business with your family when they say don't do it?
Well, you know what? In the street, like our background, either like if you're loyal, you could work with your brother in the street. You could work with it. So when you apply the street to the industry, the rules don't change. You just apply the same thing. And Kane, like I have trust issues, so I could trust my brother. And Kane got my back. I got his side, and he has my side. You know what I mean? So that's how it could work out. You know, in that situation.
All right, I'll give you one more before I move on to our girl here. Easy on the motion.
Easy on the motion. I don't even know where to start.
Right?
That was my first time professionally in a studio recording a track with my brothers Quadro and Dolo. And
what happened to Quadro now?
Quadro, he's in the West Coast. He's in LA right now. Shout out to Quadro and Dolo. Quadro and Dolo, holy man, that was some memories right there. Our first Juno Award, everything. Easy on the motion, man. That's the foundation right there.
If you guys don't understand how wicked this song is, please go. Can people download it right now?
You could download it. It's on Spotify, Apple. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, that song is dope. It's one of my favorite Canadian hip hop songs of all time.
Yeah, no doubt. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I just have to ask you one more thing because I noticed, and this will be a good segue into Air Wrecka, because Maestro seems to be a really important person in your life, and he seems to be all over the stuff that you're doing with Air Wrecka as well, much less the push-up challenges that I saw. It was going back and forth, but outside of that, what's his role in your life? And how does he bleed into, because Air Wrecka has these pictures with almost every hip hop artist that is coming out of Toronto. How did you, so you're creating foundation around this girl?
Yeah, like everybody knows her presence is known right now, you know. So with Wes now, Wes is like, he's like a big brother, you know. We go back, way back, you know. And I mean, he was even there when our boy made up the term T-Dot, when, you know, when people call the Toronto T-Dot.
Yeah.
I was there when it was created, and actually Wes was there to experience that too. So I mean,
give the story, man.
No, like we was in New York. I was at my boy Jesse's house, Jesse Terrero and Yuli Terrero. We were outside on the porch, and we was just chilling. And my boy K Force, shout out K Force.
Mm-hmm.
K Force was freestyling, and he said, you know, I'm chilling here with my niggas from the T.O. And then we looked at each other like T.O. That sounded like the mail. You know when you write your mail, Canada T.O. So that sounded dope. So we brought that back to Toronto after he said it, and then we said it on our song. And then after that, we heard NBA using it. Everybody's using T.O. It's something that should have got patented, and you know what I'm saying?
Good information. So how do you know? Like, how would you have known then what you know now? Like, what would you tell entrepreneurs to look out for, listen out for when they hear something, and then what steps do you take to make it happen?
Basically, just when you come up with ideas, you got to protect your idea, because you know other people are going to run with it, and then it's going to blow up when you could have actually profited off of it. I know it's not all about money, but I mean, you want to get paid for your work too. You know what I'm saying? But this actually would have been K Force's creation for saying T.O. and then us bringing it here.
Right.
Saying so.
When everybody else started rapping and using it.
Yeah. Sports.
Nobody's even shouting him out to say that it came from him.
Yeah, because they don't know the story. They never heard of the story. You know what I mean?
That's so crazy.
Yeah, but Wes is like a big bro, you know. So, and he sees the talent that Erica also has. You know, Redora. You know, we're all in this, and Wes is there. You know, if we ever need him for anything, you know what I'm saying. But
you know, Canada's really is very multicultural. We can debate the inclusivity parts and all of that stuff, but we do have a diverse representation of people in Canada. And do you think that Air Wrecka will do well globally or only in Canada?
I think
and
she'll
do well. Say global.
Yeah, no, I think she'll do well internationally when they see, okay, this is not just a gimmick. This is like real, and she has talent. That's the thing that makes her stand out also. She has a lot of talent that freestyle wise, a lot of female rappers can't do that. A lot of male rappers can't do that.
For real.
Erica can do that.
Okay, well, Erica, that's a good segue, my friend. Let's hear the freestyle. I'm gonna give you a set of words, and we'll see if you only want to do it once. That's cool. You can pick 3 or 4 words that will be what you freestyle, and everybody can keep count of every time you drop the word. So you tell me which words you want to use. We got bougie, we got problems, we got lanes, drip, MIA, fantasy, B-side, Two-Face, tongue, 19 and 6. And then of course, if you want to drop one of my sayings, that part, or cocktails with LA, or the Cocktale Hour, I won't be mad at you.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with bougie.
Bougie.
After like you hear me rhyming with it for like a little.
Yeah.
Give me your next word.
Okay, just like that. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I dropped my song called Bougie. And you know that we about to make a movie. We cold outside, hop in the jacuzzi. We at Cocktale Hour. And you know I got that power. Smelling so clean, came fresh out the shower. Next word.
Okay. Let's do drip.
Yeah, I got that drip on me. Yeah, these bitches can't say nothing. When I pull up to their shit, yeah, they start fronting. They start fronting. Say it to my face, cause you know I'm number one in this race. I never slow down, yeah, you know I say it with my chest. Never said that I am the best, but I'm never gonna stop. I'ma keep on going. They say I'm too icy. They thinking that it's snowing. They thinking that it's snowing, and they see me glowing in the water. Yeah, you know I'll be rowing.
We got some shout outs online from Gem Boss Toronto. You're getting some fire emojis. You got a dope. Someone else is saying blessings, family. So big up yourself, Gem Boss Toronto Entertainment.
What up, Rodora?
It's nice to have you here in the Cocktale Hour. Okay, let's do lanes.
Lane?
Yeah.
I told that bitch stay in your lane. I want the money, not the fame. My flow's insane. Yeah, I'm about to run the game. I'm gonna put these bitches all to shame, cause I'm coming for the crown. And I ain't never going back down. Yeah, you know who in here now. Air Wrecka, yeah, that's the name. I said it on flow. Do you remember that day? Remember that day? I was spitting straight bars. I told these bitches that I'm about to be a star. You can see me in the street, you can see me in a car. I'm feeling like a drink. Let's head to the bar.
Mello's giving you fire emojis.
What up?
Our boy out in Atlanta who watches AAW, he's giving you some fire emojis. Clearly, you are able to get it, girl. Get it, girl. Okay, dope. I won't put any more pressure on you, but if you could do something more with Cocktale, either the Cocktale Hour or Cocktails with LA, we'll be done with it. She'll shut it down. She's gonna drop the mic right here. Give it to us.
All right. Let's go for drinks. Have a cocktail in LA. I told these bitches, man, what you doing today? When I'm on the mic, they listen. I got something to say. And I pull up like I need to get paid. I do this all the time. I told these bitches I am one of a kind. I'm real sour. Something like lime. I told these bitches that they not with my time.
Big up yourself. Air Wrecka's in the house. Thank you so much. Okay, let's transition a little bit and get into some real questions. So, like, you are clearly like a woman. You are clearly, well, when we say white woman, I don't know, because Portuguese people are like black people to me anyway. But when you're a white woman coming up in an industry that is predominantly like black male heterosexual, how do you maneuver through that? Like, and you're so young too. How do you feel about coming up in that kind of industry and being a woman that's competing with these guys?
Honestly, I just stay focused on what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show people my talent. I'm trying to just work hard so that people can accept me and appreciate me for my talent, you know? Like I support the whole industry, everybody in it. Just trying to network, make friends with everyone, you know, support other artists.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that they'll recognize my talent no matter race, no matter what I look like. None of that. You know, if I put out good music, that's how you earn people's respect.
See, and I like that. That's true. Yeah. And that's very, very true. Wow. When you write, is there parts of you that you write just to like get it out, and then there's other parts that make it to like you're like, I want to put that on an album, whereas this is just something that you want to write about, and it's more of a song even more than it is a rhyme.
Yeah, sometimes I do that. Like I'll be writing, and you know I like the way it sounds, but I'll change it up and you know make it more, you know, ready for a track. But
yeah, that's what I wanted to understand. Like maybe Infinite can answer more to this, or you can. It doesn't matter which one. But like, how do you know which song is for an album versus like this is just something personal for me that I needed to get out in writing? What is track ready songwriting?
You feel it. Like when you're in the booth, when you're hearing your track back, like you just know like this song is it, you know, or you're not really feeling it, you know, right there, hearing yourself over, like, yeah, this is the one, you know, to put out there.
From a business perspective, Infinite, Is there a different attack for it for you?
Um, Definitely, you got to feel it. You got to connect with it. But also, it's like a perfect example is like when Dr. Dre and 50 put out his first album. Well, it's actually his second album. When he got co-signed by Eminem that time,
Yeah.
they did more. They did more than that 14 songs that were on the album. I think it was 14 songs on it. But they recorded more than that. But they narrowed it down and picked the best songs out of all those tracks that they recorded and narrowed
Right.
it down and gave you that product, and it was like a 5-star. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we pick.
Because you're like you've won how many Junos have you won?
We won 2 Junos.
You won 2 Junos, so clearly you're making music that is award winning.
Yes.
You know? So what do you think is the formula in making an award winning song? What was it back then?
Well, you gotta, obviously the production is a big part of it. Like you gotta, as soon as you push play on a song, if the first 15 seconds, if the beat ain't, if it ain't your type of song, you're gonna skip over the song. So the beat with the production and then your delivery has to catch them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right there, you got them.
You got them.
Yeah.
You got them on the ropes.
Yeah.
I'll kind of ask you the same question of, because hip hop is black male heterosexual dominant. How, like, for you to endorse a white woman as a rapper has to even already say something that she's dope, because nobody's gonna just do that in that industry because of how it's set up.
Right.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of guys that are afraid to put their hands on that. You know, people will stay away from it. But when you see the vision and you know there's something special, hey man, either you go for it or you snooze, you lose. Like it's one of those. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah, I feel like that's my answer basically to
No,
that.
for sure. Erica, how did you at what point during your writing and emceeing career did you realize that I think I want to make a career out of this, and that you could make a career out of it?
You know what? I'm gonna say when I first went to the studio. When I went to the studio with Redora and Infinite and like the rest of my team, and I heard the way Bougie was sounding, and just like my stepdad believing in me, my whole family just really having my back, I was like, you know what? Like I have people here that like really love me and are really supporting me, and I feel like if I put my all into this, like I could do it.
Absolutely.
So around that time, as soon as I met everyone, and I really just put all my heart into it, and yeah.
It makes me think about the quote that I was scooping your TikTok and I saw that you were getting this tattoo, and it said, "Let your face be bigger than your fears." How did you come for that to be the tattoo that you wanted to choose? And tell me a little bit about what that quote means for you.
Yeah. So I was going through a really hard time in high school, grade 12. Had some bad luck, was with the wrong group of people, and I saw, I overcame that. And that time was like, I don't know, man, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just really low. And right after all that was done with, and I made it past all that, I went and got the tattoo done. And it actually means so much to me, because every time I'm going through something bad, I always know that something good is following right after. So just keep the faith during that time.
Yeah. So when you say that you were going through a hard time, not to know, like, to take out your business, but more like, what was it that you were realizing needed to change about wherever you were? What, like, something must have happened to make you start thinking, I can't keep doing this type thing?
Yeah, it was just like my whole personality, like not personality, just like my attitude. Like I started becoming more of like a calmer person, and like I'm not really reactive on anything anymore. Like I really just keep my chill now. Haters, it helped me a lot with haters. Like if people are talking shit, like doesn't bother me anymore, and it made me mature, if anything.
Just holding on to your faith.
Yeah.
That's dope. Does that come from like your mom or your dad?
Holding on to the faith?
Yeah. Like this idea of holding on to your faith, where because a lot of people don't even consider their faith sometimes when they're in the storm. They forget that they have something that they can hold on to. How did you keep that in the forefront of your mind?
Honestly, like I just prayed a lot, and I did talk to my mom a lot. She was always there for me. So my mom definitely helped me through a lot of things.
Mom holds you down.
For sure.
Big up for your mom. That's dope. Okay, what comes up for you when I say you can't cheat the grind?
You gotta work. There's no like elevator to success. You gotta take the stairs.
No, you gotta take the stairs.
You gotta
right?
take the stairs.
Yeah, so with a lot of people being artists that are on the come up, what is your advice for them in terms of being disciplined towards what it is that they should be, putting their mindset towards?
Just stay focused. Just always be writing. Never stop. Never get too comfortable. Like the opportunities are great, and after one, you might feel like, wow, okay, that's it, done, cool. But like it's actually never done there. Like there's always something to keep on working for, and the more you work, like greater things you achieve.
I love it. What about for you, Infinite? If you can't cheat the grind, then what are you saying? By the way, Gem Boss says, love that. No elevator, gotta take the stairs. Yes, Infinite, tell me.
Well, you
Can't cheat the grind.
there's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts. If you end up taking a shortcut, eventually you're gonna want to know what you missed out on. You gotta do it firsthand and just no cheating. No cheating. You gotta know back and front what's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like when you're doing managing or even as an artist, and you got to discipline and organize yourself, I feel like there's things that you do that you take for granted that you think just everybody knows. Like people will often ask me, how do you do all of the things that you do? But for me, it's like I just have a vision and then I just try to like do what I think is logical towards the vision. It's not like I'm sitting at home with this whiteboard and I plan. Like, yes, sometimes there's time for the planning like that, but the vision has to come first. So what is your vision for Air Wrecka? And how did you build that from seed to wheat to bread? That's how you can't beat the grind. I feel you, Mellow.
We gotta plant it. You know what I mean? We gotta plant it and just watch it grow. It takes time.
You gotta not just watch it grow. You gotta water it.
Water it, exactly, right? So
expose it to the right environment.
Yeah. So that's what's been going on with Erica. Even when we're doing industry things, they're seeing her face, getting familiar with her. You know what I mean? Getting familiar with her personality, her videos and her music are getting played on the radio. So like her presence is there, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So a little while ago, back to Erica for a sec. But for a second ago, you talked about when you were overcoming the hard times and how you just, in a sense, you got quieter. And there was this quote that I think I saw on Infinite's story that said, the smarter you get, the less you speak.
Exactly. Yeah. That's nice.
That's like bars. I don't know who said that, but that's bars. The smarter you get, the less you speak. And so I have a feeling that you've become very wise over your experiences because you let your music talk for you. You don't have much that you have to say. The music's and your team is kind of like you got everybody repping for you, so you don't need to talk anymore. Everything is just laid out for you. You just need to walk it out. Would you say that's true?
I feel like I just observe more and I just make mental notes, rather than speaking on some stuff. Some things just don't need to be spoken on. I'll acknowledge it and then just know.
Yeah. That's good advice. One more for you, Infinite. This because you said this. You said no one controls your narrative. Be the author of your own story.
Yeah, well, you can't let people put out the perception that they feel like you're all about. Like you got to write your own story. That's like how me and my partner, we're always talking about it, me and Roberta. And it's actually something that everybody needs to understand. the perception that you give people, you know, the story that you put out there. You can't let something from the past determine who they're gonna look at and how you're gonna look at you going forward. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's your life. It's your story. How do you want to be perceived? How do you want them to accept that? You know? So
Yeah.
that's what it means to me. Yeah.
You ever fight between, like, because some people can be really popular as an artist, and then there's artists that you can make really mass. And I wonder if does a part of you have to die to become a mass artist, or like very few people are able to stay niche and then also be big. You know what I mean? So do you think about that as you build Erica up?
When you say mass,
Mass, like on the scale of like the superstars, superstar.
Okay.
Yeah. Versus like there's some really dope artists that are like, you know, you might listen to them, but like not everybody gets to hear it on radio play, as an example of like mass versus niche.
Okay. So your question basically is if I think that about Erica? Is that
Yes. Do you think she'd be able to do both? Or do you think of her as more of a mass artist, or is she more niche?
I feel like it's from the underground coming up. I think Erica would be one of those artists that everybody underground will get to know her. While everybody's getting to know her, I feel like the bigger audience is gonna get to know her and love her at the same time.
Because she's able to get radio spins, right?
Yes.
So she's marketable like a big mass artist, but she's also niche just by virtue of how she just even shows up, but also like her rhyming style. She stands out.
Yeah, because
so she's
no doubt. Like with the freestyling and, you know, even our background too, like people know that we're about that gutter. If we need to get grimy, we're gonna get grimy. You know what I'm saying? But it's about the level that we're trying to, I don't even want to say try, but the level that we're looking at. You know what I'm saying? The sky's the limit. So yeah, we get gutter, but we're trying to go to the sky and beyond. You know, so yeah.
For real. Okay, I have one more question for you, Erica, before I ask the last question of the night. And that question for you, Erica, is do you ever feel like you want to integrate the piano, the drums, and the guitar into some of your music? Do you want to produce music for yourself as well? And do you currently?
I don't right now, but honestly, that would be amazing if, you know, I could do that one day. You know, like playing the instrument like alone, like separately, I could do the technical part of it, and, you know, actually putting it all together. Like I would love to be able to do that one day for sure.
Yeah, because I read that you did play the piano and drums and even some guitar.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh wow, it would be dope if you put something together that integrated all of that into like a song or into like your performance. How comfortable, like there was a story about Mariah Carey when she first came out where she said people were saying that she didn't want to perform. Do you like performing versus like just radio spins, or like how do you feel about either of those?
Honestly, so OVO Fest, when Infinite brought me out, that was a crazy feeling. I loved
must have been mad.
I loved being on stage. Honestly, like I got off feeling like, wow, like this is really what I want to do. Like, yeah, I love, and then hearing my song on the radio also is just like a whole other feeling. That's just like, you know, it was weird to me at first because like I didn't expect it. And then, you know, put on Flow, Bougie's playing, and I just hear it in my car, and it wasn't coming from like my phone. It was just crazy. So yeah, like I love both for sure.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay, so my question for you is, what's next? What are you still thirsty for?
Got some new music coming out very soon, followed by videos, and me and Infinite are working on a surprise for everybody.
Ooh. I can't wait. When's that gonna drop?
Soon. Just gotta stay tuned.
Saying soon. The artists always say that. Even me. My book is coming soon, but I swear it really is coming soon. Before the end of the year, you're gonna get some words from LA. Not in a rhyme, but I definitely spit some literature bars. And yeah, like the different type of writing.
Yeah.
Are you a writer that does across the board, or are you really just like poetry and rhyming?
Um, like you are you talking about like books and stuff
Books
like
or
that?
like more R&B, like more like storytelling through your music?
Yeah, I could do that also. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Would you ever want to write for an artist?
Yeah,
Oh,
I would.
like you have some ideas.
I would.
Are we keeping it on the low? We're going to speak less now and just observe what's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, Infinite, what about you? What's next and what are you still thirsty for?
I mean, I'm still thirsty for the music and getting in the booth. And like
Oh,
Erica said, we got a surprise. We got a surprise for everybody coming up just now, and a lot of other exciting things in store that
I
we,
can't wait.
we soon let out the bag. Straight
All
up.
right. Is there anything that you want us to know about what's upcoming or what you want us to know the most about your artist or you?
Man, I'm just a proud studio dad, basically. You know what I'm saying? And just look out for more material coming from both of us actually. Erica's working on her material, Sound and Fire. I'm gonna be working on my album, and look out for Stylo. He actually dropped a video a few days ago, and it's called Different. So y'all look out for that. Shout out to Stylo and Amaris.
Big up
Man,
yourself, Stylo. Maybe you'll come on next.
yeah,
He's a young artist with a bright future.
no
That's what I
doubt.
guess he's talking
That's
about.
Stylo right there. So I mean, look out for that. And I mean, just I want us to all stand together because together we're all stronger. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense fighting against each other. Like there's other bigger problems in this world that we gotta worry about. And even my boy, this is like a whole different topic, but I mean, we got to bring awareness because one of my boys, he got convicted in 2018, and he went for an appeal recently, and the judge, they basically just brushed it off and put it aside after giving him life. So, I mean, what's he supposed to do? Just do life and not get the opportunity to get an appeal like everybody else. So, I
Mm,
mean, we got to bring awareness to stuff like this. And he's been in there for 7 years already. And I
wow.
feel like we need to get together and, not let them do this. They've been doing this in America, sweeping um, young black men under the rug, wrongfully convicting them. And I feel like we should definitely stand up and do something about this. Shout out to my boy, you know what I mean, Jay Noble,
For real.
Jermaine
Yeah,
Dunks.
that would be a really cool aspect of lockdown entertainment to kind of front a not-for-profit version to help people that are on lockdown
Yes, yes. And
and
I'm
connect
serious.
with resources. That's dope.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like we need to stand together and not accept it because that's what's going on. And he's gonna have to. There's no way you pick up a paper and just put it to the side and keep it moving on to the next person. But that's somebody's life. That's . Years or more. So, I mean, we got to do something about it, yo. Straight
Yeah,
up.
and putting out using social media and platforms to bring awareness to what the
Yeah,
issue is
yeah, yeah, yeah.
really, really important. So thank you for doing that.
No doubt.
How do we reach you, sweetie?
Yo, y'all to get at me through my Instagram at infinite_LD. You know what I'm saying? It's right there at the bottom of the screen. You know what I'm saying? And you can hit me up on my email if you ever want to send me production beats or anything, because we're looking for beats too from some from some producers. So lockdownent@outlook.com.
Nice. Okay, give thanks, Air Wrecka. What are
Yeah.
your final thoughts? What do you want to say? What do you want people to know? How do we reach you?
All right, so my Instagram is it's Air Wrecka, right there down below, 4 A's at the end. My website there. Catch me on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here, both of you. This is dope. Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody, for watching. Yeah, man. Thank you for watching the Cocktail Hour. We're presented by Business Takeout, which is a not-for-profit that inspires Black wealth and Black entrepreneurship through intimate and sobering conversations in the arts, culture, sports, and entertainment industries. What do you thirst for life? Get at me. Let me know. If you want to take out an ad on the show, get at my girl, Banky. She'll be happy to take your information. I'm your host, LA Wade, aka Cocktails with LA. Thank you for watching the Cocktail Hour and Air Wrecka and Infinite. Thank you for
No
inspiring us.
doubt. Thank
Yeah.
you. Y'all go check out Problems, Erica, on YouTube right now. after
Yes,
this.
do it. And don't forget
Check
to
it out,
download Easy on Emotion. And get bougie. Come on.
Oh,
And
yeah, y'all better
Silo,
go get Bougie too.
yeah, get bougie too. And Silo, we see you. Dope interview. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all next Monday. Take care. Peace.
If you enjoy our programming and want to help support Black entrepreneurship, please donate today. www.businesstakeout.com/donate.